Hey guys, it is currently May. It is May. Wow, how is it May already? I don't know. But we're going to be starting off our very first monthly reading vlog. I've already read one book this month and I've started another. Okay, the first book I read this month was Throttled, which I don't have it physically yet. I read it on my Kindle app on my iPad. Girl, what is you doing? Throttled by Lauren Asher. And I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. I don't know if I gave it 5 stars, but I gave it like 4.5 stars. I ate it up. It was like forbidden romance, like not really best friend sister, but like kind of. I don't want to like spoil it too much, but it was really, really good. One of the things I loved about it was like all the friendships. Like the writing makes you fall in love with all of the characters. Like you just love them all. And like you feel like they're your friends when you're reading it, you know? And like just seeing like all the friendships like grow and just like it's beautiful. Lauren Asher's writing is absolutely beautiful. This book is about like F1 racing, and I didn't think that I would be into that because like I love sports romance, like hockey. I love hockey romance. And this book is about F1 racing, which is kind of like a sport, but I was actually really into it. Like I didn't think I'd be able to get into it because I've never like heard about it or read about it or like anything like that, but it was really good. I ate it up. Also in this book, the main character we follow is a vlogger, and I just think that's really cool because like I feel like you never see that in books. Like even books that are like following famous people, they're mostly like movie stars or like athletes and stuff like that, but we got to see like a YouTube vlogger as the main character, and it was like really cool because like I don't know, it's just like you don't always see that, so that was a cool perspective to get. And yeah, I just loved everything, honestly. It was really good. I say I didn't give it 5 stars, I gave it 4.5, but I feel like in my heart it might be a 5. It was really good. I'm actually in the middle, not in the middle, like I just started. I'm reading 3 different books right now, and one of them is the second book in this series, which I think is Collided, and it's following, oh sorry, I didn't even tell you, the first book is following sorry, I actually just had to go check, but the first book is following Noah and Maya, and they're absolutely adorable together. And then the second book, which I just started, is following Liam and Sophie, and Liam's the F1 driver and Sophie is Maya's best friend, but she's also the daughter of like the man who owns this whole F1 racing corporation or whatever. So yeah, the second book is really good so far. But another book that I'm just started, I'm only like 10% done with it. I've just been like kind of reading it on my Kindle app at night before I go to bed, is the first series in the Knock 'Em Out series. I cannot remember the name of them. Okay, it's called Things We Never Got Over. It's the first book in the Knock 'Em Out series. I'm about like 10% through with it. I don't know, I can't really get into it all that well. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it all or if I like it, but right now I'm not loving it. It's just like something that I read because it's on Kindle Unlimited. So yeah. Then the third book that I just started is a physical copy. Well, I have the physical copy, but I'm also listening to the audiobook. I forgot who I heard talk about this. I think it was, goodness, what is her name? Is her name Riley? I'm not sure, I'll have to go look, but I think her name is Riley. I think she's the one I heard talk about this, and it has like a super interesting premise. I've never heard anything like this. Basically it's about this woman named Greta who's like a transcriber for a sex therapist, so she like listens to all the therapy sessions and like writes it out for his book or whatever. And she gets like really interested in this one woman who she calls Big Swiss because she's from Switzerland. I already forgot what her real name is, but that's where the title comes from, Big Swiss. Yeah, she gets like obsessed with this sex therapy patient, and there's probably like some stalking going on. One thing though is I hope that it's sapphic. I don't know if it's sapphic. I haven't really heard anything about it being sapphic, but like, I hope it's a little bit gay. But also just like this cover, this was like partially a cover buy, because like this cover is so interesting. I don't really like people on the cover, but it's more like a cartoon, like a painting, so it's like cool, and I don't know, I just like the vibes that it's giving. I'm not far enough into it to really like tell you anything important. I think like I've listened to it on my audiobook on the way to work a couple times, and the only thing I could really tell you about it is just that like she's obviously very interested in Big Swiss. Like all the therapy notes, she's like drooling at her desk like, wow, this woman is so amazing and cool, which is honestly how I feel about my coworkers, so I get it. But I'm really excited to keep going with this one. That's all the update I've got for you right now. I'll let you know when I read a little bit more of any of these books. Y'all, I'm filming on my phone right now, and I know it looks like absolute crap, but I don't care because I just got this much fairy loot book, and I have no patience, and I'm supposed to be going an unboxing haul, so, oh, don't look at my address, but, I'm gonna unbox this right now because I need to see it, but I also need y'all to see it, so hang on, let me cut this where y'all can't see my address. Okay, are y'all ready? Oh my gosh, all the peanuts. All the peanuts. So this is the little spoiler card written in red, which I already saw. Yeah, I already saw what the book is on that autumn whatever on Instagram that always like spoils the fairy loot books or whatever. I looked there. Oh my goodness. Everything is falling out. So I do know what the book is, but I obviously haven't seen the fairy loot cover, and I'm so excited because the last one was gorgeous, and oh my, shut up. Anyway, the book is A Curse of Blood and Wolves by Melissa McTernan. I'm not good with names, but please, do you see that? Fate doesn't make mistakes. What do you mean? Okay, it's giving ACOTAR, but this is like Little Red Riding Hood retelling or whatever. Obviously, stunning in pages. Ooh, little scandalous. I've heard that this one's supposed to be spicier than last month's pick. Oh my gosh, the naked book is so beautiful. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's a wolf. Hello. And then we have the reversible dust jacket. Slay. I can already tell I'm gonna eat this book up. Like, I wanna read this right now. Like, right now. So I'm probably gonna go do that. But anyway, the rest of my books are supposed to be coming in on Monday, hopefully. Well, at least most of them. And then I got some books from Owl Crate. And I have no clue when they're supposed to come in because I ordered them like a month ago. And it still just says my label has been created. So I have no clue when those are coming in. Also, standing like that hurts my back. Sorry. But I'm so excited. But I cannot get over how gorgeous. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? Why do I keep turning British? Like, what's going on? Anyway, I'm just, like, entranced. I'm so excited to read it, too. It looks spicy. It looks like it's going to be spicy. The last one wasn't. This one looks like it is. So, I'm very excited, and I will let you know. Actually, no, I won't, because this isn't a reading vlog, but I'll probably do a reading vlog with that book in it. So, I'll let you know in that video. But for this one, we're just going to open some more books here in a minute. Okay, guys. So, I am back. It's actually... Ignore that hair. It's actually the very beginning of June, so I have like a lot to update you on. But anyway, we're just gonna jump right into it. So today at work, I actually stapled my finger. Not fun. Don't do it. Also, I'm like sitting on the floor and I have you like propped up on something, so I'm like talking to you like this. Sorry, I'll try not to do that. But also the sun's in my eyes and the fan's on and it's loud and bright and oh well. Anyway, First book I finished this month was Big Swiss, and let me just say I'm obsessed with this cover. Not so obsessed with the book, but the cover is so gorgeous that, like, can you get rid of it? You just kind of like have to keep it on your shelf, even if you don't like it, you know? Slay. But anyway, this book did turn out to be sapphic, which I loved. I was hoping for going into, and then I read the first part of it and I was like, oh, it's not gonna be sapphic, and then it was, and I was eating it up. Also, like, I don't know if it meant to, but like there was like good autistic representation in this book. I don't know if the main character was supposed to be autistic, but like she had a lot of qualities that like aren't talked about or shown. One thing that did, honestly, if it wasn't for the ending, I probably would have gave this book like 4 stars, but I gave it like a 3 overall, I think. Also, I'm sorry, I have like my iPad down here because I like took notes because I read this book like a month ago. But y'all, I'm tired. My brain's dead. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if it wasn't for the ending, I probably would have given this book like a 4 stars, but I ended up giving like a 3 because the ending just like gives no resolution at all. Like, it kind of just like leaves you confused and like what was the point of this book. So that wasn't very fun, but overall it was okay. Like, it was a book I read and I would maybe recommend it. I'm not quite sure. I recommend buying it because the cover is gorgeous. Okay, the second book I read this month is I reread ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas, but I didn't actually reread the whole thing. I just reread like the first half, and then next month I'm gonna reread the second half. Technically this month because I'm filming it in June, but you know what I mean. And the first half, like, I'm really enjoying it. One thing I will say though is like it's so interesting like reading the first book again after like reading the rest of the series and knowing how everything pans out. It's just very interesting like going back and rereading the first book and like thinking about how you felt the first time you read it, like before you knew all those other things. Like, oh wow, you were rooting them on, really? Stuff like that. But when I finished Big Swiss, it did like put me into a book slump, but this book did a really good job of getting me out of the book slump, so that was good. Also, like, you can never go wrong with a little bit of ACOTAR. I feel like if you're in a slump, ACOTAR always brings me out of the slump because it's just like a cozy fantasy romance. I mean, probably not the first time because you're like invested in it, but like when you're like rereading it, it's just like a comfort book, you know? Okay, and then lastly, I am in the middle of 2 books. Well, one book I'm like a little more than halfway done, and the other one I'm a little less than halfway done. But the first one I'm going to talk about, I'm a little less than halfway done. I think I'm like 39% done with it or whatever. But it is Pucking Around. I cannot remember who it is by, but it's like a hockey romance. I'm not quite sure what to say. I have thought several times about DNFing this book, but I can't. Like, I can't DNF books, so I keep trudging through it because there are moments that are so good, but then there's some moments that I'm not interested at all. And I think one of the things that like is making me feel this way is because I went into the book expecting like a cute hockey romance, but I didn't realize it was a why choose romance where like multiple guys with the same girl. I didn't know that going into it, so I feel like it definitely influenced how I'm feeling about it, because like obviously my eye bags are so awful actually. Sorry. I was obviously really rooting for like the first guy that we fell in love with or whatever, and then I realized that like she's with multiple guys, and now I feel bad for the first guy, but like if that's what she wants to do, she can do her thing. And also the sun is setting, so I need to hurry this up. The last thing I'm gonna say about it is entirely way too long. Like, I got the book on my Kindle and I think it was like 10,000 pages on Kindle or something, and I'm listening to the audiobook. It probably wasn't 10,000 pages. I'm probably being dramatic. But I got the audiobook and it is over 24 hours long. I've been listening to the audiobook every time I'm in my car for the past like 2 weeks, and I'm not even halfway done yet. And I have it on 2 times speed. I'm never gonna finish this book. It is so long for what? And literally, it's gotten to the point where like all the smut, I just skip it. Cause it's like 2 hours long of listening to it. And nobody has time for that. Like, okay, we love a little smut, but we also love a plot line. Hello. Anyway, the book is just way too long. It is good. I think I liked, like, there's a little prequel in the front of the book and then like the actual book, and I think I really liked the prequel first, which was like That One Night or something. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but that was so far better than the actual book itself. I am enjoying the book, but it's just way too long and kind of cringy, and I don't know how I feel about it. So right now it's sitting at 3 stars. Might go down, might go up, who knows. Okay, the last book that I'm reading, I'm like 55% through with it. I've just been like reading it on my Kindle at night before bed, or like sometimes at work. I have the Kindle app on my phone, so I'll like pull it up when work is being slow and I'll just like read a chapter or so. It is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I've heard like not controversial, like different opinions about this book. Like some people love it, some people hate it. I am personally loving it. Like, I don't know what y'all don't like, but I'm eating it up. I love like the Grump Sunshine trope. Love it. I love like the single parent trope. Like, this book is just hitting all the spots. Like, you know, flowy, free-spirited girl, dark man with tattoos, like, you know, it's just, it's giving what it's supposed to be giving. Also, like, kind of throwing shade at the last book I was talking about, but the spice in this book isn't cringy. Like, I don't really ever read spice, but like in this book I've kind of been like skimming over it, and like, she's not cringy. So yeah, that's all really I have to talk about. I just did a book haul. I don't know when it's going to be uploaded, if it'll be before or after this video, I'm not sure, but I just did a book haul, and then right after the book haul I bought a new book, and I was gonna show you it in this video, and then I forgot it in my bedroom and I'm too lazy to go in there and get it. But I think it's like Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. It's like another billionaire romance, because she has like the what's that called, like the Dreamland Billionaire series or whatever, about like the 3 brothers, like Fine Print and Terms and Conditions and whatever the other one is. But this one I think it's more like farmy cowboy vibes, I think. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, I'll find out when I read it. But yeah, that's all I really have to talk to you about this month, but I will catch you in next month's reading vlog.